If you ask many Swedes where they like to shop, a second-hand store will often be the part of that answer, because second-hand in Sweden isn't only about the clothes. Here you can furnish an entire home. Today I will walk you through Erikshjälpen second-hand, where not everything is about the profit and the money. Like you can see, the store is huge and very well organized. There is a small departments, like different section actually, and each one of them has the sign, so it's easy to find without walking through the whole store. But that's actually not possible because you will be curious to see what you can find there. I always start going on the right side, or side of going back to the past, to good old days, like I like to say, because you can find so many different CDs who will bring you back to the good old days. Old movies, old bands, and the music. A lot of movies that you can find on CD is actually the ones that you need to rent or to pay to watch on the streaming channels. We found Braveheart and we were so happy about it. But on the CDs about the music, you can find the legendary bands and all this, that we can say, collectional stuff there. And then the journey continues through the section of books, and it's huge. Most of the books are in Swedish, but there is a small section with books on English or different language. But honestly, I would really like if there is a little bit more books on English, because the Swedish is my third language and it's pretty hard to read on that and actually enjoy the book. And about the clothes. I love to shop in second-hand because there I can actually find some good quality wardrobe with some good materials. Because honestly, I'm tired of cheap and synthetic materials and clothes. In here, sometimes you can find the wool sweaters for a very good price. But you also need to be very lucky and to be aware that it's not every day a good shopping day. Wardrobe section is sometimes separated by the colors. And I really like that because I would like to have a little more colors in my wardrobe. Because nowadays everything is gray, beige, and this is like one color sweaters. And I'm living in Scandinavia. In the winter when it's totally dark, I really need some colors in it. The jacket section. Honestly, a couple of times I saw real fur for like 50 euros or like 70 euros in the pants. And these fur coats was like, they was giving the vibe from 60s or 70s. So they can be a very, very good catch. Or also sometimes you can find the jackets who was usually costing like 200 euros for like 50 euros. So this is pretty saving. But also on the other side, I need to say sometimes some pieces are pretty expensive for the second-hand store and for the quality and for the shape they are in actually. So for example, this Levi's jeans, they was in not such a good shape, honestly, and the prices were a little bit high, so I decided I will not take them. And a couple of months ago, they actually made this kids' baby department that you can have a clothes and the toys, and it's getting actually bigger and bigger. And I think that can be very nice, especially for the parents, because these prices for the baby clothes, it's unbelievable. Then we're going to this section where is like activity section for the training, or there is the parts for the skiing, for the hiking. You can find sometimes actually pretty good ski wardrobe, and there is also the bikes, sometimes the gym equipment. There's actually also the tents, for example, for the hiking and sleeping bags. This is what I was looking a lot for. But it's like I told you, you can find everything in a secondhand in Sweden. So, yeah. But now we are on the way to try some stuff that I picked. In the end, I actually bought only this green because this red was 100% wolf and it was from the Zara, but I was not sure about this material because it was not feeling such good. It didn't give me such a good vibe. But this green shirt, I ended up buying it, but I needed to go in the morning to pick it up because they didn't have the price. But this was around 7 euros, I think, and it was 100% cotton. So it was pretty amazing. And then one of the favorite parts for the person who are 30 plus. I'm joking. But I became obsessed with this part about the kitchen stuff. Because these cups, these plates, this glass and vase, and everything else that you can find in here, everything is giving such a good vibe, and it's giving this vibe like 80s 90s where the plates are colorful, when you have a lot of paintings on your plates and the mugs, and everything is more nicer than it is today, because a lot of my cups are just white and they are boring and it's not interesting to drink coffee from this one. Also in here you can find coffee machines, you can find machine for popcorn, you can find stuff for cooking, for baking, for outdoor cooking also. Like a lot of stuff I buy in here. Also the pans, sometimes they are in very, very good shape. But I love so much this part, and the price is actually okay. Even you have a silver forks and knives, I never bought it, and I don't know if they are used, probably they are. But if you are looking a little careful, you can find some in the pretty good shapes, I think. And after you are done with the kitchen stuff, what you needed, then you are continuing. Maybe you need a little carpet, maybe you need a little curtains, and then there is this part for knitting, because knitting is becoming again in fashion. There is also like towels, but I'm not sure if they are new or they are used. I actually never look into them. And then you're like, okay, what I need next from secondhand? They have a lot of boards. What is it? So next thing that I will need is like maybe some table, maybe some chairs. You never know, because maybe your sofa is not good anymore or your bed is not good anymore. This part is actually a little like depends on the day, because sometimes there is a lot of good and quality stuff, and sometimes it's like I really want to sell something like this. But on the other side, I know a lot of people are buying this stuff cheap and then they are fixing themselves at home. So this is also the good stuff, because you can find really good quality wooden stuff there, what doesn't exist anymore. But there is also this IKEA stuff that I'm usually skipping because the prices is almost the same. So yeah. But the star of secondhand in Sweden, and what is the biggest highlight and what it makes so special, I think, and different than other secondhands, is this little cafe. When you are done with the shopping and you are tired, you're just like, okay, I can grab a little coffee and maybe eat some cake. Or maybe I'm hungry and it's lunchtime, so I can eat some sandwich, I can eat some waffles. Or there's these Swedish dishes that I actually don't know what is the called because I'm not eating them. But the whole experience is like when you bought everything, you can just decide it and go for a coffee and chill along with yourself. Because like you can see, this cafe is like there is these sofas and everything is from second hand and everything is like old fashioned, so it really gives like this nice vibe. So every time when somebody is visiting me from my home country, I always bring them to secondhand because I really think this experience is really totally something different than you can like have in some other country. It's not only about like what you can buy, it's the whole feeling when you are there. So I hope you like it and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.